Habra High School taught me how to fail. Yes, fail. I came to this school 4 years ago hoping to become a hotshot scholar athlete. Well, guess what? It didn't happen. I tried out for the La Habra baseball team all 4 years. I never made it. I admit, I was never the best player, but I wasn't the worst either. My tryouts were actually pretty good. My problem was, I didn't stand out. That's most of us, right? Graduation celebrates the standouts of the class of 2011. Top athletes, top scholars, top everybody. They should be commended. But let's face it, I was never going to be Bridget Harvey with a 4.5 GPA and writing a novel in my spare time. And I was never going to be a Maude Avery, a crazy fast runner and super smart science guy. Yeah, right. The only thing I have to my name is being just this shy of good enough to make my high school baseball team. But my failure was not because I didn't try. Ask my dad. My dad devoted his summers to training me for the La Habra baseball tryouts. No, not training for baseball games, just tryouts. I ran, hit, worked on my arm. I wanted to play catcher, so I practiced my throw down to second, over and over for hours. My dad caught the ball, tagged out the imaginary runner at second. And for 4 years, I came home after tryouts and told Mom and Dad I got cut. Again. We grieved. Denial. No way you didn't make it. Anger. Let's kill the coach. Bargaining. Well, maybe we can practice a little harder next summer. Depression. I hate baseball. And finally, acceptance. Well, I don't know if I really ever reached acceptance, but I stayed on anger for quite a while. I'm pretty sure Coach Caffrey lost absolutely zero sleep over the situation. Yeah! You know, I had other setbacks too. I took 2 AP classes. I didn't pass the tests. I actually didn't get into the college of my dreams either. I mean, I wasn't a bad student, mostly A's and B's. But I got a D in sophomore English. So as a senior, I sat through English too. Again. And then there's my priceless car. My beloved 85 Dodge Aries named Betty. The gauges don't work, the tires blow out, and actually just last week I lost the muffler on Highlander in Idaho. People love to make fun of my loser car, but you gotta respect its tenacity. Like me, it never gives up, even when it looks like we should. Now, with this in mind, I'm actually going to try out for one of the top baseball teams in the country next year. I'm going to Cal State Fullerton. Now, why am I trying out again? Because I absolutely refuse to accept the word no. There are plenty of other stories of people who refuse to accept the word no too. They refuse to remain losers. One student was told he was too stupid to pursue science. Instead, he should get a job that complemented his pleasant personality. That so-called loser was Thomas Edison. A four-man English band was turned down by a record company. They said, "We don't like your sound. The guitar's on its way out." Those so-called losers were the Beatles. A freshman tried out for his high school basketball team, but he was cut in the first round. That so-called loser, that was Michael Jordan. Jordan locked himself in his room and cried for hours, but of course, he never gave up. Today, it's easy for us to say, but Thomas Edison, Michael Jordan, the Beatles, they were all exceptional. Very true. But remember, they were all told, you're a loser. Later, the critics said, who would have thought? Edison's teacher said, who would have thought Thomas would see the light? Music reps said, who would have thought this rock band would sell 25 million records in just 1 year? Jordan's coach said, "Who would have thought Michael would be the NBA's most valuable player, not once, but 5 times?" Heck, my sister Lorraine was a less than awesome Highlander athlete too. In 2007, she played for the Habra girls basketball team. But even on a squad with a losing record, Lorraine didn't see more than a few minutes of court time. Of course, it didn't help that Lorraine, at 5'1", chose basketball as her sport. But Lorraine has an internship lined up as a trainer for the San Diego State women's basketball team, and she will graduate next year. Sports medicine will make her a bigger success than playing ever did. For those of you out there who were denied or shut out from something you truly wanted, take a look at yourself. Have you given up? Have you let them get the best of you? Or have you been like me? Have you used your failures to motivate you to try harder than ever before? So here I am today, the average guy who was shut out from everything he wanted. Nothing will be handed to you on a silver platter. You, as well as I, will be told no at some point. What's important is how we react to that no. Will you give up? Or will you keep trying harder so people say, "Wow, who would have thought?" Who would have thought a kid who couldn't pass an AP test, had to retake sophomore English, didn't get into the college of his dreams, and never made the baseball team, would be standing right here making a speech at graduation? Who would have thought?